Because without this truth, forgiveness turns into cruelty. You keep saying, I should have been wiser. I should have been stronger. I should have seen it coming. I should have handled it better. But the real question is, where would you have gotten that wisdom from? If nobody taught you, where would you have gotten that strength from? If you were busy surviving, where would you have gotten that clarity from? If you were drowning in pain? Rhetorical but real. This matters because when you shame your past self, you sabotage your present healing. You can't build a new life while dragging old shame like luggage you refuse to put down. Let me tell you where I learned this the hard way. There was a time I looked back at my old choices and truly despised myself. I hated that woman. I hated what I tolerated. I hated who I allowed close to me. I hated how I kept going back to things that kept breaking me. I hated that I confused attention for love. And I'd sit there thinking, Dagmar, you were grown. You should have known better. But one day, and I'm telling you this was a turning point, I was journaling and something hit me. I wrote, I didn't feel worthy of healthy love, so unhealthy love felt normal. I sat with that like that was the truth behind the truth. Because when I was in those moments, I wasn't choosing from clarity. I was choosing from conditioning, from wounds, from the version of love I was taught. I was choosing from fear of loneliness, fear of not being enough, fear of starting over, fear of being seen, fear of rejection. And I realized I was not stupid. I was scared. I was not weak. I was unhealed. I was not too much. I was unfamiliar with being loved gently. And when I stopped calling her dumb, I started seeing her as brave. Because listen, even if I made messy choices, that version of me was still trying to find her way back home. She was still hoping. She was still surviving. She was still getting up every morning. And I asked myself, what if the woman I used to be was doing the best she could while carrying pain I couldn't see yet? The moment I saw that, I softened, not into excuses, but into understanding. And that understanding unlocked forgiveness because I could finally say, I forgive you for not knowing what you couldn't have known. And baby, that was like opening the windows in a house that had been